Hello there. So, I'm going to start with just a few explanatory remarks because people might come in later or they will start watching the stream from the beginning once it's been uploaded. We're going to do something very different tonight, and that is we are going to play the Rarity versus the Changelings mod for classic Doom. We're going to be using I'll show you how this works. We'll back up, and this is my GZ Doom folder, and this, I call it the Doom WAD ORC. This has most of the WADs I've ever gone through with fan-made Doom adventures, and it doesn't look like much, but getting through all of these on Ultraviolence has been the work of almost 10 years. You know, poor though I have been. Rarity versus the Changelings nowadays comes as a fully self-contained package. So, without further ado, the question might arise, why the hell am I doing this? It's like, yeah, the texture count is low, relatively speaking. The level design's a little crude, but it's awesome, fast-paced, hardcore, difficult Doom. If you play a lot of Doom WADs, and I have played a lot of Doom Mega WADs, there's something about this that is terrifyingly satisfying. So, without any further ado, let's jump right in. Here we go. So, this is the title screen we are faced with. And then we can, they invested in something like an introduction. Throughout her reign, Chrysalis has made many questionable decisions, such as brazenly attacking Canterlot without any detailed preparations, or her current plan of full napping the elements of harmony. But by far, her greatest faux pas was full napping Sweetie Belle instead of her big sister. Rarity is not happy. Hive location now. So, yeah, there's, everybody knows about Little Miss Rarity, and that's kind of a NS, not safe for work, kind of, grotesque, I'm bad, punish me daddy thing. No, this is Rarity as the blank-faced, psychopathic, genocidal killer. And, okay, good. Glad to see you here, Ekmir. I'm glad that works. So let's jump right in. 4 full episodes. We're gonna do There Will Be Blood. I'm not gonna go Nintendo hard or Nightmare, but this will be hard enough. So if you ever play this, do not jump off this ledge. Go back. You want to start with the hoof saw. Okay, it looks like a 5-year-old drew it in MS Paint, but don't knock it till you try it. I'm gonna adjust the sound ever so slightly. Okay, just so I can hear myself think. All right, here we go. It's not going to continue to be this easy. Actually, ammo economy, resource economy is very important. I have played through on this difficulty level, so I more or less have some idea of what we're supposed to be doing. That was a mistake. That's going to cost me dearly. Alright. So it's not forgiving. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. And, I mean, it just as well drives the point home. This is not an easy mod to play. It's like, you may find the premise asinine, but from a gameplay perspective, don't assume you could walk all over it. It's harder than it looks. Alright. You have to jump, be able to jump and crouch to beat this. Now, since apparently, let's just start over here. Since apparently I don't know how to use the keys, let's try that again. You can see that some of these are modified. You know, it's like some of these are imps. I know for sure there are revenants, reskinned revenants. There's reskinned pain elementals and lost souls. If someone would let me know how the volume is. Can everybody hear the game and me okay? Well, let's try again. It's harder than it looks. It will humble any attempt you might make to play it casually. You can get her strong, but she's not at first. So, I'll demonstrate the spells. We have just a red simple spark. Eventually, we're going to get... Music's a smidge too loud, okay. How's that? And then there's sort of a shotgun thing that you can upgrade several times. So that's like the super shotgun or something remotely equivalent. But you notice we don't have a lot of mana. It's very important to conserve your resources. Especially at first. Okay. So, and yes, you will see me save often. I'm not going to pretend that it's like we're going to have some kind of discipline on saving. It's like, man's got to know his limits. Now that bumped up our health. The music and the soundtrack for this game are actually one of the highlights. Okay. I believe the show was only in its third season when work on this mod began. So it's goes way back into the history of the fandom. Might have been a little short-sighted for me to take all that health on right now, but it's only the first level. Okay, here. The fan art that was pressed into the service of this game is of varying quality, but The secrets are very hard to find. There are secret levels, but after a playthrough and a half, I'm damned if I can find any of them. Complete with Kevin MacLeod, intermission screen music. Something about it is perfect for Rarity. I don't know why, but all right, big jumps. So,
can't go this way.
Oops. You're noticing me leaning very hard into the hoof saw. That's because this just isn't really that efficient. It will be once we get it upgraded, but so their chitlins can serve as armor. The game does not hold your hand as far, mana is not easy to come by. Sometimes getting the hoof saw can be difficult. Let's see, what state is this in? That's still a level 1 upgrade.
Can't go this way.
The soundtrack has a certain zest to it, so you get tired of looking at the same textures all the damn time. It's like, it's fine at first. The level design is rather crude, and it doesn't really get much better. You kind of have these... I get it that it's supposed to look like a changeling hive, but the levels are just a little lumpy. See, this is just not efficient. It's better just to employ General Lee's slow retreat and duke it out with the hoof saw. You could say any number of things about it. Don't knock until you've tried playing it. I bet if you actually played this game, you would cease being a hater if you are. The hoof saw does immense damage.
Can't go this way.
So, the story, of course, is that they have kidnapped the rest of the main 6 and Sweetie Belle, and Rarity is mad. But Pinkie Pie has actually been assimilated by the changelings into something rather nightmarish, and the cartoonish quality of it when we get to the 4th episode, just boy, they sure make you anticipate it. See, now the red mana is worth anything.
This way.
But you'll blow through it real quick like that. Yeah, Pinkie Pie, you have to de-assimilate her. She's been
Sticks the landing.
she's been changed into this horrible changeling oil slick thing, and it's really just rather grotesque. I have no words for it. Immensely powerful boss fight. And then you have to fight Queen Chrysalis after that. Queen Chrysalis is no walk in the park, but I think Pinkie Pie is actually more terrifying. They have her like the evil thing at the end of The Shining. Okay. No, I didn't think it was possible either, Tony. Everybody say hi to Tony. Tony has arrived. I didn't think it was possible either, but here we are, and it's so awesome. We're featuring it on the channel.
Can't go this way.
Yeah, I have an OC. I have to admit, I cannot lie.
Can't go this way.
See, the game does make you anticipate just a little bit. Some of these levels are sort of effective at giving you a sense of being in a hive. Okay, I've got the yellow key. We're doing okay. I guess I better save.
Fix the landing.
Okay. This is where things start to get a little... They start introducing a little more offness. So the changelings come in all different varieties. That includes things they had turned themselves into. We're gonna meet some of those this time.
That's good for a mark.
So you see that poison is very damaging. Actually.
Can't go this way.
So this film fiction is down. We have to get them back up. Repurpose Dark Forces Imperial officers as EUP guards, imposters. Let's see. See, again, you can only keep up that rate of fire for so long. Alright, that's poison. Shoot. We really don't have much choice.
Can't go this way.
Gets real difficult right quick. Alright, now, did you see that pink one? Let's see, I don't think we have the spell for it yet. That's Twilight's pink blasts. She left a spell behind for us when she was captured. That basically does as much damage as a rocket does. Alright, we're actually doing pretty good right now.
Can't go this way.
Yeah, she's pretty good. So, you know, if I hadn't caught that hoof saw at the beginning, it would have taken until now for us to find another one. And you think you'd have been able to get this far without the hoof saw? These guys do a lot of damage. I just want to be careful about how much I use mana. You just have to practice resource discipline. Again, I'm making this look easy. I don't mind saying, you know, it's like, if I screw up, you know, it's like,
Can't go this way.
You can't just sit there and unload all your mana on them and still have any of it. But I'm not really going to be taking fire.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Alright, see, that right there may have just killed me. Shit. Good thing I just saved. Isn't that charming? It's also not mapped to the wall properly. Don't worry, it'll occur again. See, that really messed us up. It's like, mistakes have consequences. Alright, so we've got the double spread shot. That's good.
Can't go this way.
But I'm in a pretty banged up state right now, so I'm not sure that I should save. That's cool. Wow. Discounts are rare these days. I'm hoping you're getting the ones you want. 2025 is okay. Boy, it'll be better if I don't die, which is what's about to happen. There's also sort of the temptation to keep your health high, but bad shape. Let's see. Alright, now this is the flamethrower spell. So, and that over there is Twilight's rocket spell. So let's go ahead, save here, make a jump for it. Alright, so FimFiction has been opened. Now we can try to get out of here. Let's see. It's somehow vicious in its own cartoony way. This is kind of a bloodbath. Okay, we're trying to go back to the FimFiction door. Uh-oh. Yes, so starting to get some resistance. Ow. Now we got some armor, finally. Armor is kind of hard to come by, and when you have it, you should not play with an excess of bravado, because when it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, that's quite a discount. There's a difference between $6 and $30 now. Okay. Got the red key. Plenty of ammo. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Serviceably happy with the job I'm doing right now. Secrets are very hard to discover because, again, there's not quite enough textures in this mod. You know, a lot of people did some very good things with this mod. I wish they had all stuck with it a little more. I always do walk away from these levels getting the sense that I'm missing something, but you know, And there's probably good reason for me to feel that way. A key and a switch. Okay. Now. Twilight's concussive blast. The EUP guards are like Keiko demons. These little red things are lost souls. Uh-oh. Now we're running into the Trixie clones. Yeah, you gotta be careful. See, this is the point at which the mod really starts fighting back against you, which is what I like with Doom. I like Doom mods and fan projects that really try to think outside of the norm and get between me and that exit switch there. You know, it's like, I want the mod to fight me, and I want it to come up with unusual ways of doing so. You know, you can slow me down with the traditional ways. Okay, that did us a world of good. It's really old brony art. Goodness knows who made this GIF and when. Well, I'm glad you're rewatching the old school adventures, Tony. I'm glad someone is still watching those. Thank you. Trixie has magic like the trickster. We're not even ready to go down there yet. Alright, that's where we need to go. So let's bear this way. There's a section we're going to get to in the second episode of this where there's a whole factory in the hive dedicated to cloning, to Trixie clones. And it's just kind of creepy and sad in a way that I really struggle to... Like, I can describe how it strikes me. I can't quite describe why something this cartoonish should strike me like that, but it does. You know, as whimsical as this is, there's kind of a dark undercurrent to it. Okay, it's gonna have to pull back and use some technique here. We can't attack that head on and live. Okay. I will... Of course, there's Queen Chrysalis propaganda everywhere. This is gonna suck. Let's see what we can accomplish in the other direction first. I'm just not in such a rush to do that, sure. Let's see. You really have to learn to conserve your mana, because there are situations where you cannot rely on the hoof saw entirely. Well, there's nothing for it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna save here. A lot of damage. Alright. That's probably... Yeah, you can't do that. Wrong technique. We're just gonna have to burn through some of this, literally. Alright, so we have what the equivalent of radiation shielding right now, so let's not squander that. You know, it's just like, it's, you're a little discouraged from going in search of secrets. Alright. I'll take it. Sufficient. Not great. Not great, not terrible. I mean, I don't puff myself up because I have 100 health and armor and a serviceable amount of mana. I'm beginning to save up. With what's coming, it's like, that's... I would accept absolutely nothing less. Did a little better that time. Round and round. This is a very fun level. This one is very fast-paced, and this is just satisfying doom. Alright, we're gonna hold most of this in reserve. We're gonna need those later.
Can't go this way.
That'll open later. This wants you to play it fast. Yeah, you gotta play this one quickly. Again, complete with more Kevin MacLeod music. It's like, you don't have projects like this anymore. I don't know if we have Ross here in St. Louis. It's an interesting question. I don't know about that. Alright, now we gotta get back out. You know, it's the hive, and in some of the levels, I think the geometry does shift. It stops doing that after a while, if memory serves, but... Ow. Alright, that was a big armor. Excuse me. Gotta take these guys down quick because they have an energetic attack. Those are like imps or something. Yeah, eat the daisies to restore your health. She can dish out a lot. She cannot take a ton. Those are obviously lost souls. I don't know, Trixie might be like a chain gunner. It's hard to say.
Can't go this way.
It's very satisfying to run through this level. And this is very much a run and gun level. Okay, now this is going to be murder. This is undoubtedly going to take me several times. This is like the first really hard. There's no boss here, but you've got to take those Trixies out. You will not last. Alright, I think I've got the Trixies. Ow. Bon Bon just scored a direct hit. Ow. Those pink blasts I'm using are rockets, but they don't have the same splash damage. Have to stay moving. Alright. She's not going anywhere. This wasn't terrible. The first time I played this room, I struggled a bit. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you still weren't ready for just how hard... This is like a Baron of Hell or a Hell Knight. The EUP guys are like Keiko demons. I don't know what Bon Bon is. She's stationary. She blocks your progress. Just make sure. Lost all the sustenance out of here because there's really no going back, I don't think.
Can't go this way.
Nope. Okay. You know, I'm not actually doing so spectacular. I'm doing okay. Getting your hooves wet.
And she sticks the landing.
There's this wacky remix of The Demon's Dead from the original Doom 2 soundtrack. It's like, when I heard this, it's like, what am I playing? Okay. Come over here. Whoops. I'm over here. I don't need that. We've got 20 seconds.
Can't go this way. Can't go this way.
There must be a key in there. Yeah. There we go. This is my yellow key. It's kind of an accurate... The way it handles her in the water is like how a quadruped would paddle kick. Alright. You just have to play in a disciplined manner. Your spells are powerful, but so are theirs. And some of them are invisible. Those are obviously specters. Always want to investigate water. Right,
Can't
yeah.
go this way. Can't go this way.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Lyra's. These are probably Barons of Hell. I think the large changelings are like Hell Knights. I mean, I think the stats have been adjusted a little bit on everybody, but... Okay. Alright, we got the key. Let's keep going. Now that's a pain elemental. That blue flying furry thing is a pain elemental. So let's let it come to us. Let's just hold what we have for a minute. Of course, it might be hung up on geometry. Nope. So the level of precision required to get your money's worth out of your mana, you know, you have to be at exactly the right distance. Yeah, we're gonna hold that in reserve. I'm not gonna burn through that right now. Let's just hang on to that. Got all our keys. Let's just enable our route to the exit.
Can't go this way.
Let's see. Alright, so. Damn it. See, you lose your focus for a second. Where are you? Taking a lot of damage. I'm not supposed to be doing that. They're very flammable, fortunately. I don't know if there's any order that those switches are to be thrown in. See, I'm dead. You can't, there's things you cannot tough through. All right. All right, let's scavenge. I believe we've killed everything in this level.
Can't go this way.
I left some supplies intact back.
Can't go this way.
Yeah. This is what I had in mind. All right. I'll take it. Now we just gotta get out of here. Just not always as easy. There we go. Yeah, the flamethrower is very powerful. Interestingly, it doesn't burn you. Now, where the hell? Where was the exit? Wasn't this? Here it is. Things I do for my friends. Yeah, she's getting angrier. It's kind of messy, the Changeling Hive. Even more slime. Okay. See, get close enough, and even a changeling like that can't take so much. Fem Fiction door is going to be locked. We've got the yellow key. Gotta watch for traps and ambushes. Okay. Let's let them close the distance. Pull back, pull back. Can't sit there and take fire like that. Uh-oh. Take a lot of mana to kill all those with magic. You have to conserve your mana. Kind of been leaning on my magic a little bit there. Uh-oh. Guess there's nothing else for it. Let's see, where are we at? E1M7. Getting over monumental cold that I had. Oh, look at that. Fem Fiction was actually opened. Fitting they should be on a gate. There's absolutely no reason
Can't go this way.
to do these more than one at a time. Got the red key. Let's not waste this. It's like pick a direction and go. Shit! Great. That's a Revenant. That's a reskinned Revenant. Gotta be careful with those. barely survived that. That was pretty intense. Well, she's banged up, but she's still alive. Get to roll with it. Now, I couldn't really convince myself that one or the other of these two, that it made any difference. But, so it's like, what let's do, first of all, you know, you would think that one of these would be a secret level and one of them wouldn't. I swear I created a save point and tried both of them, and it didn't seem to matter. Now, and it's like the game presents you with several situations like this where it's like, no, there is no way back. There might be stuff left over in the level, but that does you a lot of nothing. All right, so let's create our save point there, and let's try this. Ah, so that got us back out. So that's what it does. Which is fine by me, because I don't think there's much we missed. But let's take a look. See, there's something up there which implies there's a way up there somehow. Or that's just because a Trixie died there. Yeah, it's just because a Trixie died there. That doesn't mean that's actually accessible. But you notice how it's like, really, it's time to scootaloo.
Can't go this
But
way.
we're all banged up. Here we go. Isn't that cute? Hey guys, that just makes me feel so unholy on the inside. This was all circa the 3rd season of the show. That was a lot of Brony's initial reaction to Queen Chrysalis. She's always struck me as kind of humorless. See, the problem we have now is that we have to go through that poison again. Unless I can find another way. So let's create a save game here, and we'll try going this way. Here we go. Alright. So we're ahead of where we were, but only by so much. Now, let's create another save game, so my dumbass doesn't send us all the way back. 9. Hello, Bucky. Nice to see you here. Yeah, we're doing something different tonight, obviously. Seeing double. Alright. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Why did it equip that? That's for later. Luckily, I've been hanging on to my ammo for that one, my yellow mana. We'll get good use out of that in a bit. Let's see, we're going to switch to red mana for a while. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it.
Fix the landing.
They're not taking no for an answer. See how that exploded into the pink ones on me? Just like a pain elemental would. This is a very serious fight. It's like if you don't play this seriously, you will not survive. Burning through blue mana faster than I want to be right now. We also fell down from there a lot sooner than I would have preferred. At last. Might be able to get back up there eventually, if memory serves. Well, that was not fun. And here we are in the final boss fight. Great. Alright. Ah! Getting my ass kicked. Those Trixies up on the platforms are a problem. No. Alright. We're gonna have to try. Gonna have to do better than that. Let's try again. That just got a little out of hand. I departed from flight there. When I fell down in there before I was ready. You just have to slow down. Collect the resources. Let's try to force those EUP Pegasus changelings to come up here to us. You can only do one of them. Let's see. We need that yellow mana. Alright. Okay, lost my finger. Lost my fingering there for a second. Alright. Much better, Boris. Just make sure we have all the armor. Gonna need every last piece. I apologize for my cough. Now, let's see. We gotta take those Trixies out first. Alright. First, we take out the Trixies. Now. Alright, see, that made short work of them. Alright, now we can handle the Lyras at our leisure. Why does this level right here look like Fight Me all of a sudden? It just doesn't have the elevated columns, but otherwise, this is a dead ringer for Fight Me. Again, it's not something I could ever prove in a court of law, but it's like, come on. You know, complete with beaten up changelings on the ground. Rarity smiled as the fake Lyras collapsed in a pile of chitlin. Suddenly, the ground gave way, sending Rarity cascading downwards. She landed hard and sighed as she realized she had lost her spells and was in no place for a pony. Alright, I guess for tonight I have one more episode in me. I want to hopefully knock this out in 2 installments. Might end up being 3. The 3rd episode is extremely annoying to play, and the 4th episode kind of gets easier even, but Pinkie Pie, it's like, I said this earlier in the stream, assimilated Pinkie Pie is like bad news. It's like, imagine Armus from Star Trek and the entity that is the Overlook Hotel at the end of the book, and you have half of what you're up against with Pinkie Pie. So we're not going to get that far tonight, but we will continue playing on what is the equivalent of ultraviolence. Alright, so we get to start all the way over again. And you're very much under fire as you arrive here. So I don't even have the hoof saw yet. It's time to be hunted. Let's see. We needed the key. See, this isn't quite as powerful as it was. It hasn't been upgraded yet. Alright, at least we found the hoof saw. Alright, so we'll save here. You can't really engage in earnest until you have the hoof saw. Okay. Can't get to them. I don't want to waste this. So, as you kill in this mode, it increases your health. It's a nice way to build yourself up. You're... Changeling Ocidal. So come down here, homie. Let's not rush into there. We've had a good run of it. Notice the video quality on my stream isn't doing so good, at least on my cell phone. Are you guys noticing a drop in quality? Maybe it's just my phone. Come on, homie, get your ass over here. There we go. Yeah, thought so. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, that did us a world of good. Alright, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Woo! Alright, you're a nasty little bugger. Must have made him mad. Ow.
Can't go this way.
Alright, that was probably it. We're actually in a pretty good shape. So, I got us off to a good start. Decent start for the second episode. The highlight of this episode is the Trixie Clone Factory, which is like 3 levels. And something about the fact that the Changelings would take a large area of their hive and turn it into this kind of horrible technological sort of System Shock-ish factory lab to create changelings whose sole purpose was to emulate Trixie. Something about it is just kind of sad and disturbing, and then to proceed, we're going to have to defeat the Cyber Trixie. And the Cyber Trixie is
Can't go this way.
basically a modified Spider Demon mastermind, but you have to fight her in a totally open arena. There's no cover. We'll see if I can't improve my my technique a little bit this time. I actually got all the kills that time at least. And I'm noticing that I was buffering there for a minute. So I'm aware of the buffering. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang tight for a second here because I'm watching the stream. Actually, I can do better than that. I'm just curious, what is everybody seeing right now? Are you all seeing... You should be seeing Rarity just in a room with no enemies. Is that what everybody's seeing? Yeah, I'm not... I'm bad at troubleshooting streams. I really just do not have much technical know-how. Well, it's like, because it's like there's a lot of latency here. You guys are still way far behind where I am. It looks like it's buffering a little less. Well, you know, yeah. I don't have nearly as much tech know-how as I used to as far as building PCs is concerned, and as far as troubleshooting internet connections, I basically have always
Can't go
had
this
none.
way.
It seems like it's not spinning. It's just you guys are way behind where I am. But at least I'm not seeing it spin. Latency we can latency I can work with, but all right. Well, all I can do is watch it and make sure it's at least not spinning.
Can't go this way.
It cost us a couple viewers.
Can't go this way.
This is the correct way to go. Okay, I've got the red key.
King Samba would approve.
I don't know what he would approve of. It's kind of a random line. Yeah, I don't have the rapid fire yet. Definitely want to watch don't want to be out on something this narrow and taking a bunch of fire. Because we may have to go down into that. At least it's just green.
Can't go this way.
Alright, time for the hoof saw. I'm having trouble keeping these guys from getting behind me. Can't let them swarm you if you're gonna do it that way. Alright, now we've got the rapid fire. Couple shards of armor. That's the first time she's ever said that. She does that, I guess, if you take a big, deep jump. That's funny. I don't know why it's taken until now for me to hear her say that. Oh well. Just
Fix the landing.
she obviously has to jump a certain distance before that'll happen. But it's not. We're not.
Can't go this way. Can't go this way.
Oh, that door locks behind you. Well, it looks like we are doing it again. Let's try not to start playing like a total idiot. try that again.
I immediately regret this decision.
Ow. Alright. Ow. Is there anything else?
Can't go this way.
Guess not. Now let's see. We're looking for a blue door.
Can't go this way.
They do become somewhat
Can't go
more
this way.
maze-like
That's gonna leave a mark.
as you go on. Well, no. Let's try this. We were here, though. Was it in here? Doesn't seem
Can't
like
go
there was
this
anything
way.
I missed. We're looking for a blue door. Okay, it wanted us to come back up. Oh, duh. Okay.
Can't go this way.
Did we do anything in here?
Can't go this way.
Guess we threw that switch. I'm assuming that did something that matters. Yes, it did.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Damn it. Well, we actually got all the kills. Seems so simple. Okay. Let's just hold what we've got. They're coming to us. So let's deal with them as they arrive. As long as they want to come at us one-on-one like that, that's to our advantage. Okay, that's worth saving. Now we've got Twilight's concussive blast. There's the hoof saw. Fortunately for us, we didn't have to tough it out with mana only until this point. try to get them all bunched up. Okay. That kind of a fight just commands your attention.
Can't go this way. Can't go this way.
Okay, let's leave at least 2 of those in reserve for later. Probably should have left all of them, but let's see. We didn't get any key. So there's no point in going on the slime and taking damage. There's got to be a key in here somewhere. Didn't throw that switch. Oh, wrong tool. Wrong tool. Right tool for the right job. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't see. It's funny. I just have been having to focus. The game is getting harder. Alright, we got the yellow key. Ow. Damn it. I did a whole lot of nothing.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yes, so now we've got specters everywhere. It's fine. Just use the auto map to make sure we're not missing anything. It's kind of a... I wouldn't really have built this room quite this way. This is kind of goofy. This is kind of lazy level design. You know, it's not perfect. The mod has its weaknesses. It's like you can't even... You have to know... You have to keep track of it yourself, where you have and haven't been.
Can't go this way.
I swear I saw that opening. Did you guys see that? Or was it just an optical illusion? I can't help but think that there's a key or a switch in here somewhere, and I need to find it, or we're going to be stuck losing health for no reason on slime. Here we go. Alright, the Nightmare Spark. So this is the most powerful it can get, and I suspect I'm going to have to break down and use this to defeat the Cyber Trixie, because it's not a very flashy way to take her down, but it works. Alright. Now we can get out of here. We found both of the 2 things that would be good to find in here. I just want to see one thing. Okay. See how powerful that is? Let's use what we've got. See, red mana would not have been my first choice for this situation anyway, but it was plentiful. Now, I just want to see something. Three. Alright. Slime-proof suit. That means we got to get out of here. But... well, we've got all the keys. Obviously, it's very powerful. I don't think you, now the clock is ticking. Alright. Yeah, the changelings could stand to hear a few words of Karis. Changelings are going to hear Karis say, "Oh, the whoa." Father Karis knows the changelings will need to get sloshed. Whoa. Don't like you, bro. Alright. Since you wanted to make it personal. Screw you guys too up there on that balcony. Not how to do it. This is not what you're looking for when you enter a new level. Already pretty badly shot up. It's interesting that this spell doesn't use much more ammo. It's just, it takes longer to recharge. If that hadn't auto-switched when I picked it up, I would be dead. I would not have survived that if it hadn't auto-switched.
Can't go this way.
I didn't have the flamethrower spell, so when I went over that, it equipped it, and that's the only reason I'm alive. I would have been dead. Alright, we've got the blue key. Let's see if we can keep the ship in orbit. There goes Lyra. Let's get close. Concentrate this fire on Bon Bon. Oh, a secret. Doesn't make much sense taking damage trying to get to health you don't need, does it? We used up all our red mana earlier. Still only gradually replenishing it. Just didn't want to take no for an answer, did ya? Of course, Femfiction is down. Let's see. I'm not sure. No. Again, I don't have these levels entirely memorized. This is only my second jaunt.
Fix the landing. Can't go this way.
Okay, I don't have the yellow
Can't go
key. This
way.
switch has been thrown. This
Can't
door
go
is
this way.
closed. I'm not missing anything.
Can't go this
So
way.
it implies that what I need
The landing.
is back over here, which it is. There we go. So we're gonna play magical hopscotch. Okay. Got the yellow key. Boy, the latency on the stream is bad.
And she sticks the landing.
Alright, so we're back here. Let's see what we can do with the blue door. We've been here. What else can we do with the yellow door? Can we go through here?
This
No,
way.
of course not. Alright, so the red card is what we're after. I'm gonna play this one really cheap. Use geometry to my maximal advantage. This gets the ammo. I love the lower tone of the hoof saw when you're under the water. Could just do that all night long instead of stream this game and just go into the water and make this noise.
Can't go this way.
Alright, Femfiction has been opened.
Can't go this way.
Oh. So we have... Well, they weren't just gonna let me waltz out of here. Here we go. Cavern. Okay. We're going to be getting to the Trixie factory soon. We're not quite there yet. Let's not be clumsy about how we manage our resources this time, please. All right. I'll commit.
Can't go this way. Can't go this way.
I already have the blue key. That was a little bloodier than it needed to be. It's a good thing these spells don't damage me. Don't ask me why I'm going to be this stupid. Yeah, it's not worth it. Hold off on that. So at least till we leave this quadrant. It's like, we're not exactly low on ammo yet. I think we'll just leave that in reserve. I sure do hope I'm going to be able to get back here.
Can't go this way.
Okay. Sure, Tony. No worries. Alright, now this is going to be tricky, but if you're patient with me, well, I can do better than that. Let's see. Yeah, you've got to not catch yourself on that corner, so... My spacebar is shot. Okay, the Trixie key. Alright, we actually managed to do that. Now, how am I going to get back over there? Because you can't see. Getting there was just part of it. You have to jump back over. See?
Sticks the landing.
Alright, now you have to crouch to beat this game. So, kind of like in a tunnel rat mode, but we got a nice big shotgun blast for any changelings. Let's just make sure we don't miss anything. See, there's stuff back here. We don't want to miss it. Aha! We especially didn't want to miss that. I don't know why or what he would approve of. It seems she makes that statement when she has to go up something. Maybe she's just being lazy. Yeah, the Trixie key. See, now we're getting into the Trixie factory. The Nightmare Spark has a long reload time. Whereas in here, red mana will be plentiful. See, now we're getting into the Trixie factory. There's something just weird and somehow unhappy about this part of it. That was a bit abrupt. We're going to back up a bit. I know we're going to back up just a bit. Reason being is it's not going to get any easier. And I just left a lot of supplies behind. That's just taken a pass on a few things too many. It's nice to have fought your way to the exit. But what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to re-avail ourselves of the exit. Alright. Alright. What we're going to do. Let's just, okay. Now, let's just go shopping. If I had just proceeded, we would be taking a pass on a lot of good stuff. Although, I have to figure out how to get back to that. It must have been this way. It had to have been.
Can't go this way.
Yeah. See, this stuff. We need this.
Can't go this way. Can't go this way.
Alright. I like that a lot better. Trixie. It's Trixie.
And he sticks the
I don't
landing.
know why I did that. Trixie is waiting for us to attack her laboratory. We need to make sure we're ready. Okay. Not terrible stats this time. In the lair of the Trixie-lings. This is just somehow creepy.
Can't go this way.
Maybe it's the remix of Suspense from the Doom soundtrack. Mega Muffin.
Can't go this way. Can't go this
Okay,
way.
we need the blue key.
Can't go this way.
And the pine cones just damage you, in case you're wondering. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do. Hopefully that will come back down. Yes, it will. That was a little bit of a seam there. Alright, these are like, I don't know what these are. Damn it. Fuck. That's what I get for being sloppy. Whatever those are, they're high level. Not let my temper get the better of me.
Can't go this way.
Can't get angry. Or you're gonna make a mistake.
Can't go this way.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Alright.
That's gonna leave a mark.
It's about the best I can do.
Ouch!
Boy, the lag is ungodly. Alright. Gotta take the plunge. Alright, maybe we have enough of these.
Fix the landing.
Doing pretty good at the moment. I just wonder.
Can't go this way.
No, there's no going back.
Can't go this way.
Alright. Unicorn Showdown. And then some. Alright.
Sticks the ladder.
Try not to take any damage. Don't fall down there. Can't get back up. This is, of course, Not a Clever Pony's Great and Powerful Trixie. Classic old school brony track. Alright. That's like a mana cubus. It didn't get a shot off. Alright. And I don't know if that's supposed to be Moon Dancer or what, but that's undoubtedly an Archvile. So you take those down quickly. Alright, let's definitely clear the field of her. Let's come over here. Kill her. Let's go ahead and arm up. To find that last one. Alright. Basically, there's no point. You either beat her or she beats you. Alright. There's probably going to be consequences. That undoubtedly did it. Wow, I was not expecting that. Okay, that actually, I'm glad that this is preserved in the hive mind of YouTube. I actually did pretty damn good. You think that was easy? You try it. I was not expecting such an easy cyber kill on the Cyber Trixie. Back to the slime. Doesn't matter. That was the hard part of this episode. Alright, now let's see here. I think we will equip the flamethrower. Okay. Let's make a pig of ourselves. Because it's not going to be easy. Let's just take it all.
Ouch! Ouch!
See how much distance we can get with this slime shield. Start saving our flame. It's hard to know what to take and what to leave in reserve because, you know, to get back here we would have to undertake to take damage to get back across the slime. Plenty of resources, but you gotta take hits to get to them. So, we know we're going for the red. If you hop, you can just barely manage to okay, they kind of kicked my ass.
Can't go this way. That's gonna be the mark.
We'll see what we can do.
That's gonna be the mark. Gonna be the mark.
Uh-huh. Ow.
Gonna be the mark.
Where is my Twilight? I don't know why the Changelings would have a giant crab. But you don't want to let those green energy blasts hit you, because they can take you down pretty quickly. It's got a flamethrower. Yeah, about that whole there not being a way out of this cage. For Celestia. Rarity wiped the sweat off her brow. She had never liked technology so much anyway. She may not know where she is, but she knows where she's going. She can't help but feel that even with her best intentions, she might be a bit in over her head. So, that's the second episode. So we will take this up tomorrow evening if I get my way, or if not, very soon thereafter, and we will get in over our heads. I will even go ahead and create the save game here, but we will regroup ever so soon to continue Rarity's adventure and attempt to save the rest of the main six and Sweetie Belle. So I hope everybody's had fun tonight. I will see you all back next time. Later.